Good morning.
I'm not doing that thing.
You're not doing that thing. What thing are you not doing?
Good morning.
What thing aren't you doing?
He's not saying good morning.
Oh, you're not saying good morning?
No, I am not going to brush my hair because that gave Dad the idea to put gel in my hair. And now I don't want gel in my hair, so I'm not going to do it.
Okay, so we're going to keep going. But we are here on another gorgeous Sabbath morning. If you see Roscoe and you're wondering why he looks kind of funny, he has on like this blue t-shirt looking thing.
Because he got fixed.
Because he had a surgery yesterday, so we're trying to keep him from messing with it. But so
we're trying to keep him from messing with his stitches.
It's a very chill Sabbath morning here.
They
so today,
because he's so tired because they gave him medicine.
Yes, they gave him medicine. So today, Declan,
and they also
Declan, we are going to talk about something a little bit different, okay? We are not going to do an experiment. I'm going to show you something. Remember a few weeks ago when I showed you a picture?
Yeah,
from the Mars rover, right?
That's literally all you sodas.
Yeah. So today I'm going to show you.
That was the end of the
Declan,
video.
do you need to leave?
No.
Okay. Today I'm going to show you a different picture, a picture of something different. But you already saw what it was. What is it called?
A corpse flower.
A corpse flower. And I love the idea of corpse flowers. Do you guys know what a corpse flower is?
Why?
Okay.
I know what a corpse is.
What's a corpse? Because
Declan. It's a dead body.
It's a dead body. Something dead. Yeah, it's a dead body. So
it's
why
like
do you think that a flower would be called a corpse flower?
Because it smells like a dead body. But it's a flower.
Do flowers smell like dead bodies?
No, they smell wonderful.
Well, most flowers smell wonderful, okay? Why do flowers smell really good, usually? What's the purpose of a flower smelling good? Yes?
Bees.
Bees, to attract bees. Anything else? Yeah.
To attract butterflies.
Butterflies. What else?
Also, I just noticed you have flowers on you.
I do. This is my spring top. What else are they trying to attract? Bees, butterflies.
This is hummingbirds.
Hummingbirds. Usually that is called a pollinator.
This is like my
Definitely.
top, but
thank you. Usually what we call that group of animals, bees, butterflies, hummingbirds, is we call them pollinators. Why do we call them pollinators?
because they pollinate the flowers.
Okay, so Naomi, why do flowers usually smell sweet?
Because the pollinators pollinate them.
And make new flowers, right?
Yeah.
They are attracted to the flowers because they smell good. They wander around on the flowers, and their bodies or their legs collect the pollen from one flower. Then they fly to the next flower, and they leave the pollen from the first flower on the second one, and that cross-pollinates to make new flowers, new plants. It's a way.
That's why every flower smells different, because they jump from different flowers.
To attract different pollinators.
Yeah.
Okay, what were you going to say?
Butterflies don't use their legs or body. They use this type of straw thingy.
Yes,
Antennae.
yes.
Antennae.
Well, no, and also like their tongue is like a straw thingy, so
Yeah.
probably that's what collects pollen.
Yeah, that means that they're drinking it.
Now, so
Thank
why,
you.
knowing that that's the reason that most flowers smell sweet, is to attract pollinators in order to pass on their DNA and make more flowers and keep those flowers going, right? It's survival. It's the way that these flowers are continuing to survive and grow and live, right?
But
why would a corpse flower smell like a dead body?
so that
Flies it because
Okay,
it
go,
attracts.
and then you-
I
Yes, go.
See, sometimes like if you leave out like some food for a few days, it rots and flies. And flies come. So if I think the pollinators for the corpse flowers
Are the flies.
Are
You think there could
flies
be-
and like flies and like rosebud
Other bugs that are attracted to
and
dead
fruit
things.
flies.
Maybe fruit flies. Something called a carrion beetle. Carrion is another word for dead, rotting meat.
What about dung
So,
beetle?
Dung.
Dung beetle because they do something really gross. They roll animal poop into a ball.
Yeah, because
And
that's
they
what they
live
survive
in
on.
it and they eat it.
Right. So we know that not all insects are attracted to sweet and smelling things. We know that some insects are attracted to dead, rotting, gross things.
Like maggots.
Flies make
Oh.
maggots. Maggots are baby flies.
Oh.
But you're right. Those are the pollinators. You guys were both right. Those are the pollinators the corpse flower is trying to attract.
Oh yeah.
So I want to show you.
Maggots and flies. I saw this guy on.
I'm going to show you a
TV.
picture. This is the corpse flower.
It looks so beautiful,
It
but
really
it smelled.
does.
It probably smelled horrible.
Why would you want?
Now
Why would you want to pick?
I'm going to show
that
you
one?
another picture. Hold on, because I want to show you how it is absolutely gigantic. I'm going to show you in just a second. It is the corpse flower. It's not like there's a whole, like when you see roses, it's a rose bush. When you have a corpse flower, it only has one flower. It is taller than that person.
Oh yeah, I've seen them in like the shows or books.
Yeah. So a corpse flower, but I want to go back, Declan, to this first picture.
Yeah.
Naomi said this picture is absolutely beautiful. It is a wonderful, beautiful flower. Did you know that it
smells
takes...
horrible.
Smells horrible. Did you know that it takes up to 7 years for it to bloom? Like for one bloom, it takes 7 years. And then after 7 years of effort to make one bloom, you know how long that bloom lasts?
Uh-huh.
48 hours. Max.
2 days.
Between 1 and 2 days total. And then it wilts and it dies. When we're done, I'm going to show you a time-lapse video of it growing up and then growing down. And then I'll put in the comments the YouTube link for it because it's a really cool video. But this flower made me think of a verse in the Bible, right? Have you ever thought about things in your life that look beautiful, or people in your life that look beautiful, look really wonderful, but then on the inside they're kind of yucky, or they want you to do bad things, or they're not what they represent themselves as?
So if I'm a friend with somebody and I find out about like they're yucky and things, and I'm gonna be like, I can't be your friend anymore. Like you just do all this yucky stuff.
What were you gonna say?
Sometimes people call that a dark side.
Like somebody has a dark side. Do you know another
We all
word for
have
that?
a dark side.
Okay, do you know another word for that? It starts with an H. For people that look one way on the outside but are yucky in the inside. Do you know what
We
that's called?
all have a dark side.
But do you know what that's called?
No.
Starts with an H. It is a hypocrite.
Hypocrite.
A hypocrite.
Now I'm just thinking of hippopotamuses.
Hippopotamuses. No, but it is a hypocrite. Now I'm going to read you a
Do
verse.
hippopotamuses have hypocrites?
But a hypocrite is somebody that acts one way in some circumstances, but a totally different way in other circumstances, right? Their insides don't match their outside. So Jesus gave us a verse, Matthew 23:27. And he was actually talking about a group of teachers during his times called Pharisees, who talked about upholding the laws, but then worked the laws in ways that were always to their benefit. And so he called them hypocrites. And he says, hypocrites, for you are like whitewashed tombs. Tombs are where dead people used to be buried.
Yeah, like Egyptians.
Yeah.
Like
In their
King
tombs.
Tut.
And Jesus
King
was
Tut.
buried in his tomb and the rock was rolled. Okay. So he says, hypocrites, for you are like whitewashed tombs, beautiful on the outside, but filled on the inside with dead people's bones and all sorts of impurity.
No one says that verse is going to haunt.
It's going to haunt you. But what it's talking about, what is this kind of verse? You like to use this word. It starts with an M. It's a word picture.
Mean.
Metaphor. It's a
Metaphor.
metaphor, right? He's comparing hypocrites to a tomb where it's beautiful on the outside, but on the inside it's filled with yucky, dead, rotting things and
People.
and impurities, like some people are. Jesus says, don't be a hypocrite. Don't be. If you're one way on the outside, but a different way on the inside, you're just like these tombs. You're beautiful on the outside, but filled with dead and rotting things on the inside.
What if you're?
humans?
Yeah.
What if you're like you look bad on
And
the
then
outside?
the humans
but
are
on the inside?
disintegrating.
Okay, did you hear what Declan said?
What if you look bad on the inside
Outside.
and bad on the outside and good on the inside?
I got.
Don't you want a friend who's
no, Mom.
wonderful on the inside?
Mom, I have.
Don't you think Jesus wants us
there
to
was
be
a kid
wonderful
in
on
my
the inside?
class.
Yeah, but
I
what
had
if
a kid, Mom.
Stop.
I had
And
a
this
kid,
is a metaphor. We're not talking about. Look.
I had a kid in my class, and
Yeah.
and his mommy loved him. His name was Brownie, and people thought he was me, but he was just defending himself. But I really got to know him. Once you really get to know him.
He was just tough on the outside.
He was a really nice guy.
Yeah, he was tough on the outside and wonderful on the inside. Yeah.
He was so nice.
Give him a little bit of time and he would unfold like a flower. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And so even, look, the corpse flower is a totally different, this is a survival mode. This is how this flower has survived for thousands of years, right? Like, this is scientific fact, okay? But we don't want to be like this corpse flower as people. We don't want to be beautiful on the outside and yet rotting and stinking on the inside. We want to show our beauty that comes from God, and we want to show God's beauty all the time, right? Show it to the world. What?
It also stinks on the outside.
It does. It comes out eventually. And I will say, maybe we'll say this about hypocrites too, right? People that show one way, one face to some people and another face to other people. Eventually, that yucky inside
Will show outside.
will show up, right? People will see it. People will know. Eventually, stuff comes out. Okay? Jesus doesn't want us to be that. He wants to show
For this flower, it's
his
after
beauty.
7 years.
Yeah, all the time. So really quickly at the end, and you guys are not going to watch it right now, but I'm going to show them, and then we'll watch it there, and I'll post the link also. Do you want to just make sure? Do you want me to? I mean, if you want to see, can you guys kind of see? It's up to you.
No, it's fine.
Okay, go ahead. So this is a time lapse from 2019 of a corpse flower in New York. This is over a series of 48 hours.
It's starting to bloom a little.
And it stinks like a dead body.
It's dying.
So do you see all these people off to the side? It's an attraction. People,
Wait.
20,000 people.
That's all it does? I thought the middle, like...
Now look.
I thought the middle would do it too. Oh my gosh. It just fell down.
Okay, so we don't want to be like that corpse flower, right? We want to be just as beautiful on the inside as we are on the outside, and show that to the world, and show Jesus' love to everyone.
The dodo. What's the dodo?
I think it's a website. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
We will see you next week. Have a really great week. Anything?
Is
You made
that,
your hair day face.
is that a...
Want to say goodbye to anybody?
I think
Thank
that's
you.
a bear.
You want to say goodbye to anybody?
Bye. Shout out to Grandma Dixie and Uncle Quack Quack, and we'll see you later today.
We'll see you later today.
Yeah,
Bye.